Friends, good morning to all of you. I am very thankful to you for coming and attending this press meet. Friends, my purpose is to meet my party leadership for the formation of reception committee for the forthcoming party congress. The forthcoming party congress is 24th party congress. It is going to be held in Vijayawada from October 14 to 18. October 14 to 18. Vijayawada is a very important party center for us and political center. This is not the first time the party congress is held in Vijayawada. 1961, sixth congress of our party was held in Vijayawada. That time, Comrade Ajay Ghosh, he was the General Secretary. 1975, 10th Party Congress was held in Vijayawada. That time, Comrade Rajeshwara was the General Secretary. Now, this is the third time the Party Congress is going to be held in Vijayawada. I hope people will give all-out support to organize our party congress and make it a big success. Friends, the 24th party congress is going to be a very important event, not only in our party life, but also in the history of our country. Party Congress is going to analyze the emerging situation in the country and how to move forward. Today, our country is in all-pervasive crisis. It is in deep multiple crises. There is political crisis, there is economic crisis, there is social crisis. So the country is in multiple crises. Increasing communal violence, increasing atrocities on minorities, Dalits, Adivasis, growing hatred, hate, pitting one section of the people against other. These all have become new normal in our country today. The BJP, RSS must be held responsible for this situation in the country. They must be held responsible, answerable for all these developments. The BJP, RSS combined have become so aggressive and they are pursuing their very sectarian, divisive, communal, fascist agenda. They have taken up with great arrogance to subvert the very constitution of our country, the democratic polity of our country. Our constitution clearly defines Indian state as a secular state, Indian state as a welfare state. But the BJP RSS combined try to change, and they are changing. It is not that they are trying, they are changing the very character of Indian state, and they want to convert Indian state into a theocratic state. They want to convert Indian state as a state which serves the interests of corporate houses, big business houses. This is what people should take note. People should take note. And BJP, RSS combined are taking all steps in a way to redefine the character of Indian state, to redefine the Indian nationhood. And they want to build a theocratic state. They want to build a theocratic rule in our country. They may call it as Hindu Rashtra, but this is posing a grave threat to the very unity of our country, very secular harmony among our people. Dr. Ambedkar, while making the constitution, made it clear India should remain as a democratic republic. India cannot become a theocratic state. If at all Hindu Rashtra becomes reality, that will be the calamity for the nation. These are the words of Dr. Ambedkar. And really today, country is confronting such a calamity. Country is confronting such a calamity. And what is happening in Delhi, bulldozer has become the symbol of today's India. That is the so-called New India by Mr. Modi. Bulldozer has become the symbol. And not only in Delhi, you go to Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, wherever BJP is ruling, there you find, you witness a kind of hate and hatred towards particular minorities and towards the marginalized sections. So how to save India? How to save Indian nation? That has become a big challenge today. On the other hand, India should remain as union of states. The constitution makes it clear. India, that is Bharat, is union of states. But the BJP, RSS combined do not agree with this. And they think the powers of all state governments should be taken over, snatched, and all powers must be centralized and remain in the hands of the union government. So there is increasing attack on federalism, the federal system of our governance. The states are losing their political rights, powers, financial powers, and all other the rights of the state government. The way the national education policy is imposed, the way the language is imposed, the way the BJP RSS combine is trying to create a kind of unidimensional country, where India is a country of tremendous diversities, and we have number of languages, ancient, modern languages. We have diverse cultures. We have diverse historic backgrounds. But the BJP RSS combine want to demolish all these things and impose an unidimensional concept of Indian state. And this is what our party has been taking up, and our party has been telling the people and asking other secular democratic parties also to think over. Now look at the economy. Economy is in such a shamble, bad shape. GDP has been falling, inflation has been growing, prices are growing, unemployment unprecedented. Take any survey, any report, every report makes it clear. Unemployment is growing in India. People below poverty line is increasing, and it has become a concern not only within the country, even outside. Whenever people refer to the sustainable goals of United Nations, that the Millennium Development Goals, now it is Sustainable Development Goals. They refer to poverty because the number one is ending poverty. That is the UN goal. But here in India, poverty is increasing. And India is a country where large number of starving people or hungry people are living. So that is the economy we are having in our country. So in such a situation, the task, according to my party, our party, is to end the misrule of Mr. Modi, the BJP, RSS combined. Mr. Modi said, "Acha din aayega." Then Modi started saying, "Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas." Then he added, "Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas." Now in Kashmir he went and said, "Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas." Mr. Modi thinks these rhetorics will take away the attention of the people from real issues, the issues of livelihood. But people are passing through unprecedented sufferings, hardships. So the challenge is to end the misrule of Mr. Modi, BJP, RSS combined, and save the people, save the constitution, save democracy. And now the situation is getting worse every passing day. If you question the government, if you criticize the government's policies, you are being dubbed as anti-national, terrorists, and even the Facebook, Twitter, all such social media, they can be used by BJP, RSS cadres, but others cannot use, should not use. And the way they create false narrative and fake narrative, they target political parties and individuals. So this becomes very scary. And are we a democracy? Do we have freedom to express what do we think, what we want in this country? So Mr. Modi government has become so authoritarian, dictatorial one. In such a situation, our party thinks it is imperative on the part of all secular democratic parties to come together, and put up a collective fight, And when I say this, we want all secular democratic parties to do some serious introspection, and try to be more realistic and accommodative to each other. Otherwise, the elections which were held in Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa, Manipur, all these results would have been different because there was no unity among secular democratic parties and forces, and BJP took advantage. So, in the coming days, we are going to witness many state legislative elections, many states, starting from Gujarat, Himachal, I can go on naming the states. And 2024, we will have the parliament elections. So coming period is a very, very challenging period. Coming period is a very turbulent period. And here, in order to save the constitution, in order to save democracy, in order to protect people, and we need all secular democratic parties, forces, popular movements to come together and put up a collective resistance to BJP, RSS campaign. There are issues in Delhi, Jagangirpur. What is that place? I went there. I was not allowed to go inside. But the problem is, they say illegal encroachment. I asked, what is encroachment? What is illegal encroachment? What is legal encroachment? Government should explain. After all, citizens are citizens. The country belongs to citizens, and land belongs to citizens. They should have a place to live as a family and lead a life with dignity. Whose responsibility is to provide housing to the citizens? So, education, healthcare, employment, housing, these are all fundamental needs of the people, and these should be treated as fundamental rights of the people. So there are issues of this nature. On these issues, the secular democratic parties can come together and put up a fight, and people will rally behind us, and we can remove BJP, RSS combined, and we can take the country forward as a democratic republic. Otherwise, there will be only some kind of crying for fatherland, crying for motherland, how to reclaim our republic. So now, before republic is lost completely, we will have to save the republic and protect the republic and take the republic forward. That is what we are thinking. And in the coming days, our party will discuss more deeply the problems and the emerging political situation in the country. When we go to our party congress, there our party congress will come out with more assessed opinions and appealing to all secular democratic parties. And when I say this, the primary task will be to strengthen our own party, to strengthen the unity of left parties, unity of the communist movement, and reach out to all secular democratic forces and parties. So we are making all preparations for our party congress. Before party congress, the state conferences are being planned, district conferences are being planned. Our party is, I can claim, the second oldest political party in the country, and it has a glorious history. Mr. Modi is going to celebrate the 75th anniversary of independence. But what was the role played by RSS? You please ask, because CPI was formed in the year 1925. RSS was also formed in the year 1925. What was the role played by RSS? RSS never took part in the freedom movement of our country. In fact, RSS was tacitly collaborating with the British rule. But whereas CPI, our party, made supreme sacrifices for the independence of our country. How many communist leaders were killed, tortured in prison? These are all part of history. Our party was at the forefront of the freedom movement. RSS was not there. This is the irony of history. This is the irony of Indian history. But we don't buckle down. We know what is our strength, and we know what is the strength of our Indian people. It is people who rallied and fought against British Raj and won the independence. The same people will fight against BJP Raj and remove BJP Raj and save the country. This is what I thought I should share, friends. Evening 4 o'clock, there is a program. There will be formation of reception committee for holding the party congress, and I wish you also be there at the time of the announcement of our reception committee. Thanks, Kamlesh.
Do we see any scope for the third alternative?
Huh?
Any scope for third alternative?
Huh?
Any scope for third alternative?
No, yeah. It is not third alternative. In fact, it is an alternative. It is question of alternative. Alternative to whom? Now, presently, the BJP RSS company has come to the power, and they are in power in several states, and their whole objective is to make India as their own rule. But this has to be fought. There the question is alternative to BJP RSS combined. Alternative to fight and defeat communal fascist forces.
What would be the role of Congress in our party?
No, Congress must do serious introspection. Congress should do some serious introspection. Why there are problems within the party, and why there are problems for Congress unable to cope up with the situation. This is for Congress, and Congress needs serious introspection. Congress needs to be more realistic and accommodative to other secular democratic parties, because there are different positions in different states. In Tamil Nadu, Congress is with secular democratic forces and coalition led by DMK. In other places, they take a different stand. So it is for Congress. Congress being a pan-Indian political party, oldest party, it is for Congress party to do serious introspection. As Communist Party, we are clear what is the challenge before us, what is the task before us. And the challenge is from BJP, RSS combined. The challenge is from right-wing fascist forces who act as shadow armies of RSS. So we think all secular democratic parties, forces to come together and put up a collective resistance. are protesting, if I understand you properly, it should be more visible and. No, it was the left first went to that place. CPI, CPM, we formed a fact-finding committee. They went and assessed the situation. They found out what exactly happened there. Then CPM leaders, CPI leaders, we all went and confronted the administration. It is only left who went there first and who were with the people in such a very difficult situation. But if I understand you properly, it should be more and CPI, CPM should build a strong movement across the country in all states. That we will think over.
In 2024, you are going to alliance with Congress party.
Eh?
You are going to elections with Congress party in 2024.
Let us see. We are now, right now, saying all secular democratic parties, forces to come together. Not only that, they must be realistic and they must know how to accommodate each other. So what happens, we will see. But CPI is concerned, or left is concerned, we want to defeat BJP, RSS combined.